is Russia still buying German cars? Actually, no, no, and yes. The reason for this is sanctions on Russia. You have heard about it, right? Of course, there are sanctions, and this for a year on Russia. And officially, Russia cannot buy from Germany most things, including cars. And officially, Germany cannot sell. But there is a way around, like always. So first of all, the good old friend Belarus, they are buying the cars from Germany and then just putting them over indirect. Or there are Russian companies in Belarus and then they're just buying the German cars there and exporting them further to Russia. And this is not a surprising fact because this is Belarus. They are almost like a part of Russia actually. But also other countries are helping Russia to go around those sanctions. And supposedly some of them are Kazakhstan, Turkey and other countries. So they are just buying directly the cars in there and then selling them to Russia. And you can see that actually that some of the countries, their exports and buys of cars have hugely increased because they were buying only a few German cars because the Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and so was the Stan countries in Central Asia, they are not very well known for buying a lot of German cars, but suddenly they are relatively, and then they're exporting them directly to Russia. However, compared between right now and prior to the Ukraine conflict, far less German cars are being bought by Russia. One of the reasons, of course, is because of the economic downturn in Russia. Of course, it makes sense, right? Second of all, the German cars have become more expensive because their energy costs have gone up in Germany and other issues. So this is a second factor. But the third factor is also that Russia is saying, well, we need to be more independent from other countries and we need to hold the money here in our country or within some allies. So Russian products such as Russian cars are now being pushed upwards and nationalists are buying the Russian cars. However, Chinese cars, they are increasing in amount hugely in Russia and they are also investing a lot of money because they want to actually, even if they cannot sell directly to Russia, then they just build a plant over there. But usually they are able, and because they are connected to each other and there's no NATO country in between such, China can very easily export their cars and very cheaply to Russia. So for the Russians, it's a good deal because they can buy really cheap cars from China. And those cars, yes, are gasoline and not electric. Not all cars from China are electric as of yet. Soon it will be changed. But for the export market, they are able to do this. So how does it look for the future for German cars in Russia? Very bad, extremely bad. Brand names such as Opel, they will be probably not bought at all. Volkswagen, very little. And of course, the brand names such as Mercedes-Benz and BMW and also Audi, they will still have some fans in Russia because also some Germans, some rich Germans are living in Russia and some are actually moving in the last years over to Russia and they want their German cars as well, right? But in total amount, it's very little and it is going to decrease over the years.